Have you ever wished that you could get paid to learn? Because I know I have. In fact, I've said it many times in my life that if I could be a professional student, that is exactly what I would want to be. Well, I have exciting news for you because I am quite confident that I have finally found a way to make this happen. And so that is what this video is about, and especially this entire playlist, because in this playlist, I'm going to show you step by step how to do exactly that. Now, this is especially exciting if you are an introvert who loves to learn, because that's what I am, and I just really enjoy creative projects a lot more than being the center of attention or getting on camera. And so if you can relate to that, then you have found your place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you on a journey, and together we are going to build a YouTube channel. And I want to invite you to join this journey with me. And if you follow along the steps that I'm going to show you, then you can be well on your way to growing your own profitable YouTube channel. Now, in this playlist, I used a channel called AI Groundbreakers as an example because I needed a brand new channel where I could show you how to set up a brand new channel. And I had the playlist on there at first, but I moved the playlist over to here, Introvert Marketers, because that is my main channel that I want to focus on. And one thing I have found out the hard way is that it is better to focus on one channel at a time, because as an introvert, I've always had a problem with having too many ideas. Then I had time to actually implement those ideas, and I will probably have that problem my entire life. But for right now, we are going to focus on one channel at a time. And this is the channel that I am focusing on. And I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to be sharing some great information on this channel on a regular basis, especially if you are an introvert who would like to know how to build a faceless audience online, because that is the main topic on this channel. Now, this channel is brand new at the time of this recording, but I am super excited to take this journey with you, and I'm hoping that we can support each other along the way. But I want to prove to you that this is a brand new channel. So at the time of this recording, this is the channel. Right now, there are 6 subscribers. There's myself and I think maybe 2 or 3 family members. And I have 25 videos actually published on here now. And then right here, you can see some links. So the first link, if you click on that, it will just give you an option to subscribe to this channel right there. And then the second link is where you can click on to join my free community. So if you click on that, it will take you to a landing page. All you have to do is put your name and email in here, and it will take you straight to my school community. And then the last link here is the playlist that you're watching right now. So if ever you need to get back to this playlist, you can come right here. You can click this link, and it will take you right back here to this playlist. Okay, but the main thing I wanted you to see was how new this channel is, because I've been working on it for about 3 or 4 weeks, and this is what I have so far. And I just want you to be able to do a comparison as we watch this channel grow, and hopefully watch a channel that you are creating to grow at the same time. So I just wanted to prove to you that this is a brand new channel at the time of this recording. And then, as I just mentioned, please be sure to join my community, because if you join the community, you're going to be taken into an organized step-by-step list where it's going to guide you through this in a way that will be easier for you to understand, okay? So make sure you join that community and follow along in there. It will take you back here to the YouTube channel, but that's where this will make the most sense, is inside of that community. And that website again is introvertmarketers.com. Now, quickly before we move on to the playlist, because I know you're anxious to get started with this, and in the next video, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go step by step through the process. But I just wanted to say that I am so excited to have finally found a way to grow online without compromising who I am, my personality, my beliefs, and my values, and to find something that is evergreen and something that I can manage in my 60s, and a place where I can actually enjoy the journey. And as an introvert, by building a business on YouTube, I have so many ideas. I've had that problem all my life, as I mentioned. And that's another thing that's great about YouTube, is if you change your mind and you have a new idea, all you have to do is start a new channel. It's not being locked into a niche like all of the other platforms, and it's not going to notify all of your friends and family like all of the other platforms, because YouTube is a search engine and people are only going to find you if they are searching for what you have to offer. So I don't know about you, but that is a big relief to me, because I am really tired of worrying about my friends and family watching every move that I make every time that I change my mind. Now, where did I learn these techniques? I learned these techniques from somebody named Matt Parr. And at the time of this recording, he's 24, but he's been doing this since he was 14 years old, and he has several very successful YouTube channels. What you see in this image is he's holding up a gold plaque, which means that he has a channel with over 1 million subscribers. And all of his channels were faceless until recently he started a personal brand channel where he actually talks to people. And it's funny because I was just looking at that personal brand channel the other day, and he has 900,000 subscribers on there. So he's about to hit 1 million on that channel as well. And because of that, he also has several silver plaques from YouTube, which are channels that have over 100,000 subscribers. And he has made over $10 million doing this. So even though he looks very young, I can promise you, because I have taken a lot of marketing courses and I've created a lot of marketing courses, and I can tell you that this guy is impressive and he knows what he's talking about. And he is the person that I have been learning from. And I'm also going to share with you a very affordable way where you can take it a step further if you want to and learn from him as well, because there are multiple different ways that you can learn from him, but he allows his students to promote one of his courses for a very affordable price. And so it is the most affordable way to learn from him, but we'll talk about that more inside of the community in the second module, because that's when we're going to actually get more in depth about his program and other faceless methods. Okay, but for me personally, YouTube is my favorite method because it's completely private and faceless and evergreen, as I've already mentioned. Now, before I move on, I want to mention this as well, because there are a lot of legitimate reasons why people don't want to get on camera on social media. And if you haven't watched my roadblocks video, then you'll see it as the first video inside of the community before this one, where I go into a lot more detail about all of the legitimate reasons why people don't want to go public on social media, because it doesn't mean that you're lazy. or anything like that. So if anybody has ever said anything like that to you, that's just wrong, because there are so many real legitimate reasons not to go public on social media. And believe me, I know every single one of them. And the main one and the most important one for most people is the protection of your job and your family. Because sometimes your boss just won't understand if you are promoting something else on social media. And if you're a private person like I am, and you just don't like being the center of attention and you just don't like getting on camera, then that is a good enough reason, in my opinion. It doesn't mean that you're up to no good if you don't get on camera on social media. It might mean that you're protecting your family and your job. So I just want to point that out because I feel very strongly about that. And it's a lot of the reason why it has taken me so long to succeed online, and why I'm so excited to share this with you, because I am convinced that I have found the answer and a way around this where you don't have to put your job, your family, or your self esteem in jeopardy. Now, with this method, which is the faceless YouTube method, not only do you not have to get on camera, but you don't even have to use your own voice if you don't want to. Now, I'm using my own voice. This is my real voice that I'm using in this video, but I have also recently cloned my voice, and it sounds so similar to my real voice. I mean, it's almost exact, honestly. And so you can clone your own voice if you want to, or you can make an AI twin if you want to. I experimented with that, and that's what this image is that you see here on the screen. And in the original video, I played it, but it's not necessary for you to watch that in this video. But inside of my community, you can go to the Introvert Marketing Workshop under the section where I teach you how to build an AI twin, and you can watch that video there if you really want to. But the point is, you can create an AI twin of yourself, you can clone your own voice, and if you don't want to do that, you can just choose an avatar, and you can choose a completely different AI voice if you want to. And they sound so real nowadays that nobody will ever know the difference. So you can stay completely private online. And if you want to, you can do like I'm doing, and you can just simply educate people online. There are a lot of different options, and it's really exciting to me that we are at this point in the online world where we have all of these options. Now, the craziest part of this whole thing, though, is that this is not new. YouTube has been around for a long time, and faceless marketing on YouTube has been around for a long time as well. But the funny part about it is that faceless marketing is now the hottest trend that you see on all of the other platforms, and yet YouTube has had this for decades. But the problem, for me anyway, was that I didn't know how to do it correctly until I found Matt Parr. And so that's what I'm going to be sharing with you inside of this playlist and inside of my community. And I made some mistakes in the past, and I just wasn't doing it the right way. And I couldn't understand why I couldn't succeed on YouTube either. And here's a great example. I can remember seeing people have long videos on YouTube, and every time I would try to load a long video, it wouldn't let me. It would cut it off after 10 or 15 minutes. And I remember thinking, well, how come everybody else can put these long videos on here, but I can't put these long videos? And how come everybody else can put these fancy thumbnails, but it won't let me put these fancy thumbnails? Well, it's really kind of funny because it was such a simple thing to fix. All that I had to do was to verify my YouTube channel. And we'll talk about that more in the rest of this playlist. But it was so simple to fix. But that's just an example of how I didn't know what I was doing. And so I couldn't figure out how to make it work. But now I feel confident that I know how to make it work. And I'm super excited to share that with you because for me personally and my personality, this is beyond a shadow of a doubt the best method for me. And it's been here the entire time. So what I'm going to do in the next few videos, I'm going to do some short demonstrations and I'm going to walk you through the process step by step. And by the time you get to the end of this playlist, you will understand the basics of exactly how to build your own faceless evergreen business online. And you're going to learn how you can actually earn while you learn, which is super exciting as well. And I'm also going to be showing you different ways that you can monetize your channel and start earning money with affiliate programs and master resell right programs. And we're going to talk about that as well. And I know that you will probably be especially interested in that particular topic. Now, one more thing I want to mention before we go on is I'm going to be demonstrating a lot of different tools for you. And it's important for me to point out and let you know that you do not need all of the tools in this playlist. You can get by with the free Canva, the free ChatGPT, and a free video editor if you want to. So it is possible to do this completely for free. However, the tools that I'm going to be showing you are going to give you an advantage for helping you to pick out profitable keywords, for helping you to work out some profitable scripts that you can use, and to help you to clone your own voice or find other voices. I'm going to show you how to edit your videos. I'm going to show you some really cool ways that you can create some super professional videos that are just so much fun to make. And we're going to get into thumbnails and optimizing and scheduling and all this other stuff that you really need to know. So even though it's possible to do these things for free, you still want to follow along this playlist because it's going to give you a much better understanding of how you can do this without getting lost. And it's just going to really help you to see the big picture and to have a much better understanding of how the professionals are doing this. All right. But I want you to know that CapCut and Canva both have free video editors as well. And it is possible to start this entire process for free. So don't let that stop you when you start seeing all of these tools that I'm going to be showing you. But it is good to know about these tools and to know what your options are and to know what's out there. Okay, so are you ready to start building your faceless YouTube channel? Because in the next video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up your YouTube channel the right way the first time. So I will see you there.